Good morning, students. Saira, welcome back to the computer session. In the last session, we have started chapter number 9, that is looping statements. In that, we have learned go to statement. So, what is go to statement? So, the go to statement is used to transfer the program control from one statement to another. The go to can use as conditional as well as unconditional statement. So the go to statement is a jump statement which is sometimes also referred to as unconditional jump statement. So the go to statement can be used to jump from anywhere to anywhere within the function. So what is the syntax of go to statement? Line number, go to and line number. So in this session, we will continue the looping statements. So what is looping statements? The looping means repeated execution of statement or a set of statements. Okay, when you are using the looping statement, looping statements helps in reducing the number of instruction. Okay, and here you also the memory space. Okay, it's reducing the memory space also. So in that we will learn for next with step, while, when, do until, loop, and the do and loop while. Okay, now let us see one by one. So the first of all we will discuss for and next statement. So the for next statement. So what is the syntax of for? How we are going to write the for next? So the for, so that is for, and control variable. What do you mean by control variable? The counter variable, control variable means a counter is a variable. A counter is a variable that keeps track of the number of times a particular instructions or set of instruction has been executed in a loop. So it is also called control variable. Yes children, what do you mean by control variable? So the counter is a variable that keeps track of the number of times a particular instructions or a set of instructions has been executed in a loop. So it is called control variable. Okay children, so here you can see, so what is now next counter variable? Here control variable is what? K. Can you see in the red line, here in the red text, the for k is equal to 1 to 10. That means the control variable, that is k, for is a statement, control variable is k is equal to the initial value, so that is 1. So always we will start from 1. So initial value is value 1 and the to final value. We have to declare the final value and step. So now before that, so steps here can you see while using a for next statement. So you have to see the control variable is assigned an initial value and a final value. So the control variable is, for example, the control variable is k. That means the initial value here 1 to 10. That means I want to print the numbers 1 to 10. So I am giving in a here 1 to 10. So that is the initial value is 1 and the final value is 10, because I want to print what? 1 to 10 numbers. Okay. So the difference between the final and the initial value specifies the number of times the loop will be executed, and whatever the set of statements between the for and next statement is will be executed. Okay, so what is the next for next loop? The process of using multiple counters in a large program is very tedious. In the large program you have to write the statement again and again, so it is very tedious, right? So the process of repeating a program segment in a loop can be simplified and controlled by using for next statement. Okay, so this is the for next statement reduces the length of a program. So we are using, instead of writing the same statement again and again, we are using the for next statement. Okay children. So now let us see the example. So okay, now the next statement increments, the second here increments the value of the control variable by 1 and shifts the program control for the statement. Now, if the value of the control variable exceeds the final value, okay, what is the statement after the next statement is executed. Now see, let us see with the help, we will learn with the help of example. Now can you see in the red text, we have written there for s, that is s is our variable, so you can say a control variable, and the 1 to 10, that means the value, initial value is 1 and the final value is 10. And I am going to write a print s, then the next is. Okay, now we will open QBasic and let us see the programs. The RAM, all of you know, the first statement is always CLS. The CLS stands for clear the screen. The RAM statement to what? Remark, right? Here we have given a what is my program. The program is print. I have to print a numbers 1 to 10. Okay. So here I have declared now the what is the for next syntax? S. S is my control variable. I have taken s as a variable and I have taken initial value and the final value. Initial value is 1 and the final value is 10. Yes, children. Then print s. The same variable, whatever I have taken s, we have to print, then the next s, then end. That means the cursor, how the cursor will, it will go to the line number 3 and it will check it for s is equal to 1 to 10. Then again line number 4, it is print s, it will print 1. Then you will see the line number 5 next x, that means again we will go to the for statement, it will check it is 2, it is, so like this it will print up till it reaches the what final value. So our final value is 10, so it will print 1 to 10. Yes children. So now you can see here we are now that by default, so here I have not given the steps. Can you see children? Here s is equal to 1 to 10, but here I have not mentioned the steps. That means by default, if you are not writing the step also, by default it is taking that step 1. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It is step 1. Now we will learn with the help of step. So now by default the next statement, that is a for next, right, statement increments the value of the control by 1. But we can increase or decrease the value as per our choice using the step statement. The step statement is step. The step value is optional and can either be positive or negative. Okay, it can be positive or negative. So now we will see here, for example, I want to print odd numbers. Okay, all of you know the odd number will start from 1, 3, 5, right? So that is my answer. So how will I put here? For that is k, I have taken here k is equal to 1. That means odd number, the starting point is 1 and to 10. So in between the odd numbers from 1 to 10 I want to display, and I have taken step 2. Why? After the 1 the counter will go to the loop, will go to the step 2. It will read a step 2, that means it will print after the 1 3. Right, now can you see here k is equal to 1 to 10 step 3. That means the first the counter here, the QBasic will print 1 because it is a initial value. Then it will read the line number 3 step 2. That means it will go to the counter, will go to the next step, that is a 1, then 3, then 5, then 7, 9. It reaches a 10. I have taken here 1 to 10 and the step 2. Yes children. Same thing if you want to print even numbers. Then, so the even numbers I want to start with 2. So I will take the start 2. Okay, that is starting point in here, and the final value even again I have taken 10. You can take a 20, 30, whatever number you want, you can take it. So here again step 2. That means it will print 2, then 4, 6, 8 and 10. That means of here for next, in here you can give what? You can give, or here you can give a step also. Yes children. Now, so now we will use a step in a minus, okay, because I want to print, okay, here 50. So I want to print in a reverse order. So I will take here decreasing step by 10. Okay. Remember here we are using the minus as a step minus. Okay. While using a negative number with the step statement. So the initial value in for statement should be more than the final values. Yes, children, remember when you want to print, okay, in the reverse, it is the decreasing step. Okay, so then what you have to do when you are using a negative number, okay, while using a negative number with the step statement, then remember the initial value in for statement should be more than the final value. Okay, so now can you see here, I have taken n's value is 50, my initial value is 50 because I want to print in a degree here. So 50, after the 50 to 5, I want to print 50 to 5. In the step I have taken minus 5 because I want to print 50, then 45, then 40 and in the reverse order, right? So I have taken here the 50. Okay, now understood. Now when you are using the minus, that is a what? Minus number here, negative number, then the you have to use the initial value is what? You always what? More than the final value. Yes, children. Okay, now we will learn a while, when and do until when we are using the while, when. The sometime loop has to be repeated while a given condition remains true. In such cases, we are using while and when. Okay, children. Now, can you see line number 1 is a CLS. Line number 2 is a initial value is 20. Line number 3, the condition is while condition x is less than 25. Okay, the condition is x is less than 25, then print x is equal to x plus 1. That means it is an incrementation that we have learned already when you are using go to statement, right? And when and end. Here we have used while and when. Okay, now let us see. So it will begin with the value x because x is equal, x value is value, so it will print. The condition x is less than 25 will be checked. Since the condition is true because 20 is less than 25, yes, condition is true. The current value x will be displayed, right? Then the value of x becomes now 21 because x is equal to x plus 1, 20 plus 1 is 21, right? So it has been incremented by 1, right? So now again when statement, what the when statement, the value becomes 21. The line number 6, can you see the when statement? The when statement shifts the control back to the while statement. Okay, the condition is less than, x is less than 25, 22 is 21 is less than 25. Yes, it is true, the condition is true. The controls repeats the statement line number 4 and line number 5. It will print x, then 22, then again, okay, it will check the condition is true, then control repeats the statements is a line number again 4 and 5. But if the condition is false, once it reaches the 24, then the x is 24 is less than 25, right? Then 25, 24 plus 1, then 25. 25 is less than 25. No, the condition is false. It shifts to the which one? After the when statement, that is the end statement. Yes, children. Now same thing, let us see now the same program, the do until. So sometimes a loop has to be executed repeatedly while given condition remains false. Okay, one remains false, that time we are using the do until loop. Now see the same program we have taken here, CLS x is equal to 20, but here we have taken do until x is greater than 25, right? So that means it begins the value of x. The condition is x is greater than 25 will be checked. Since the condition is what? False, because 20 is not greater than 25. So the x is for x here, the condition is false. The current value x will be displayed, that is 20, right? Then the x value becomes 21 because x is equal to x plus 1, right? So it has incremented by 1. So the loop statement, then the while to line number 6, can you see the loop statement? So loop statement shifts the control back to the do until statement. Okay, again the condition is x is greater than 25, it will be checked. The condition is false, the control repeats again line number 4 and 5, right? Line number 4 and line number 5, right? Sorry, line number 3 and line number 4. So, but if the condition is true, then the control shifts to the next statement after loop statement. Okay. So, now let us see one more. Here can you see the when statement? See here while and when statement. Then it will print, because here less than 25, it will print a 1, 20, 21, 23 and 24. Now we will see here do and the loop while. Okay. Now here sometimes we wish to execute a set of statements. Okay. While here some statement once and then repeat the statement only if the given condition is true. You want to, yes, sometimes you want to repeat the statement only once. That time we are using do while loop. Now see here, can you see this program? X is equal to 20, then line number 3, that is do, then again line number 4, that is print X, and you can see the line number 6, loop while X is equal to greater than 25. X value is how much? 20, right? That means the here X is greater than 25, that means it is false, right? So now see, this program will print the value of X only once, because then check the condition. If the condition is true, it will repeat the statement within the do loop. But here if the condition is what? Here you can see here 20 is greater than 25, right? So this is false. So if the condition is false, it will not repeat the statement. Okay. So the point of here you can see here, or the condition was false, right? It is condition is false. That's why it is printing only one number. So that is 20. So you want to repeat the number. That means you have to change the condition. That is X is less than 25. Yes, children. Okay. So now nested loop. So what is nested loop? So nested loop has a one loop inside another. Okay. Nested loop is one loop inside another loop. So this loop, loop, then inner loop. Okay. Or inner loop within the body of an outer loop. Okay. In nested loop is a loop within a loop and inner loop within the body of an outer one. So this repeats until the outer loop finishes. The QBasic allows to use one loop inside another loop. So that is known as nested loop. So in QBasic you can have maximum 9 loops within a loop, and every loop should be defined completely within the outer loop. Okay. The firstly in QBasic, while using the nested loop, firstly the innermost loop will be executed, and then the outer loop. Yes, children. Now the looping means repeated execution of a statement or a set of statements. Okay. Now what is the here when you are using the for next statement? Okay. So you want to use a multiple. You want here repeating a program segment in a loop can be simplified and controlled by using for and next statement, and it also reduces the length of a program. Yes, children. And when you are using while, when and do until, so you want to repeat some statement. Okay. You want to execute some statement repeatedly. So while a given condition remains true, in such cases we are using while and when statement, and sometimes a loop has to be executed repeatedly while given condition remains false. Then we are using do and until. So we will stop this session. Sai Ram.